Fever HC speaks out with Caitlin Clark injury update. The Indiana Fever were able to pull off yet another win on Sunday without Caitlin Clark on the court, defeating the Seattle Storm by a final score of 78-74. With that win, the team has extended its winning streak to 5 games. Despite not having their superstar player on the floor, the Fever have remained a playoff contender. Following the win, Indiana has now moved to 17-12 on the season. It has been able to stay alive and hope that Clark will be able to return at some point this season. That remains to be seen. Clark has been missing time lately due to her groin injury. There has been no timeline given for her potential return to the Fever. Read more. Fever's Sophie Cunningham gets honest about Caitlin Clark's injury. That being said, head coach Stephanie White offered an update about Clark. "I know she wants to be out on the floor and we want her out on the floor, but making sure that she's ready is the most important thing," White said. "I still don't know how far we are. We're going to take it one step at a time, one day at a time." At the beginning of the season, Clark was widely expected to be a WNBA MVP favorite. Clearly, that hasn't been the case due to her injuries. She has missed games on multiple occasions due to injury. When she has been healthy enough to play, her injuries have clearly impacted her ability to play her game. So far this year, Clark has played in just 13 of the team's 29 games. In those appearances, she has averaged 16.5 points per game to go along with 8.8 assists, 5 rebounds, and 1.6 steals, while shooting just 36.7% from the floor and 27.9% from three-point distance. Read more. Candace Parker sends brutally honest Angel Reese message. Hopefully, there will be some good news coming from the Fever about Clark's status. Fans are holding on to that hope as the season winds down. Looking ahead, Indiana has 15 games left in the regular season. With their final game coming on September 9th, the clock is ticking for Clark to get back to full health. If she is forced to miss the rest of the season, the Fever would have a major uphill battle to compete for a championship. However, they simply can't afford to risk Clark's future at this point in time. Indiana Fever star guard Caitlin Clark has been ruled out for her team's August 29th road game against the Los Angeles Sparks. This marks the 17th straight game Clark has missed to this point in the season. And while the initial belief after she suffered a groin injury on July 17th was that she'd probably be back at some point in August, her being out on Friday only gives her one more chance to return this month, when Indiana plays the Golden State Valkyries on August 31st. However, given that it doesn't seem she is back to practicing at full capacity, there's a very small chance that she's going to play the Valkyries, either. Therefore, the question not only becomes whether Clark will return to the court in September, but whether she's going to play for the Fever again this season at all. ESPN pushes back Caitlin Clark's estimated return date once again. ESPN's website has a feature where they'll list the injury report during the preview for each upcoming WNBA game. This injury report includes each injured player's name, their status for that specific game, and their estimated return date. For the Fever's game against the Los Angeles Sparks on Friday, Clark is already listed as out, while her estimated return date is September 7th. This is going to be frustrating for some, given that ESPN has continued to delay Clark's return timeline through this feature. It was initially August 12th, then became the Fever's August 26th game against the Seattle Storm, then was pushed back once again to September 2nd, when the Fever faced the Phoenix Mercury on the road.